You are now listening to the world's #1 online radio station, The Great FM.
Hi, this is Blondie C, and we are here to celebrate Opa Locka's 89th birthday. And I just found out that this is the actual day of his birthday. I'm here with the one and only Lady Myra Taylor. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great.
Right, well, I'm great today. This is a great day in the city of Opa Locka. And as you said before, this is our 89th birthday. Opa Locka is one of the oldest cities in Miami-Dade County. We are number 8 in cooperation and from the state of Florida and here in Miami-Dade County. So we're very proud of our history. We're very proud of what we have done and how we came about, and very proud of what we're doing now.
Well, that's great. What I want to know, like just from your personal self, what made you decide to go in politics?
I know everybody asks me that question. My husband and I founded a school here in Opa Locka, and so we were there just, doing the school thing, and that's where I was going to go. And one of the commissioners, George Lipkin, came by the school and was talking to my husband and asked him, why don't you let your wife run? And I said, no, actually he wasn't talking to me, he was really talking to my husband. I was sort of a piece of furniture, but he said, why don't you let your wife run? Well, soon after that, maybe about a month or so, yes, but it was in my head and out again. He passed away. And at his funeral, I was sitting there, and I said to him, I said to my husband, that if he had enough faith and confidence in me that I could make a difference in this city, then I think I'll try it. First time ever out. And as God would fix it, so I won the election and finished out his unexpired term. And then after that, I ran on my own for a 4-year term. The rest is history.
Well, that is very remarkable. I was reading that you won a lot of awards. Is there any one particular award that you're like the most proud of, or that you feel the deepest about?
I've won a lot, and I'm grateful for even anyone recognizing me in anything. Not particularly any special ones, but I'm particular about where I put my name in everything. So most of the ones that I've done, I'm a member of it has a new name now, but you would know it, the National Conference of Black Mayors. I'm very proud of that. And any awards that I have gotten from there, only because it's history in the making of these mayors that over town sometimes only have 100 people in them, but it all came after the Civil Rights Movement, and then all of it. I'm glad to be a part of that. I'm the second female mayor of Opa Locka.
And I commend you for that. I'm wondering to myself, how do you juggle being a mother? I know you have a mother of 8, is that correct? And a wife, and also, running a whole city. How do you juggle these things together and make it work like you do?
Well, as they say, girl, I have a story, but I think order helps me do what I have to do. Not only am I a mother of 8, but still it didn't start off with everybody grown. A mother of 8, and then the school, and then I'm a pastor's wife also, plus the city. Yes, I'm the first lady of that and the first lady of this. But it helps when you have order, have good people around you. A nice team that will take some of the things off you, and when you can direct and then know where you put the direction, it's going to move forward. Delegation. Correct. Very big part of it. Very big part, and that helps. It helps me a lot.
I know that the celebration is about to get started, so I don't want to keep you for too long, but I want to know, what's your next thing? I know I've seen something about urgent care. So tell us about that.
In my 2014, State of the City address. And by the way, I've been in this. When that man came to the school and asked me, that was in 1996. So I have some longevity in being a public servant. I never like to call myself a politician. I'm more of a public servant. And one of my State of the City address, the Lord gave me a vision for this city. One was urgent care, one was annexation, in other words, moving the borders, making the city even bigger. The other was we have a gateway that's on 22nd Avenue that opens up to our downtown, that will open up to our downtown area. The CRA, which is the Community Revitalization, we're revitalizing a lot of what we have here. We are also working on the.
I am familiar.
Okay, well now we changed that name, and I changed the name because I said, what is it's Magnolia North. It has been that all the time, but because of the way it's shaped, the police department way back named it the Triangle. So we have about 7 things on our vision list that we're working on. We secured $40 million for our infrastructure because just like the city is 89, our pipes underneath are 89 also. And that will relieve a lot of the flooding that goes on in our city.
Let me ask you this: if any female or male or whatever inspired to do what you're doing, what advice would you give them in order to follow your footsteps?
If I were going to give advice, as a matter of fact, I just formed I formed about 2 years ago an Opa Locka Women's Initiative. Said I'll be letting you know about that and the things that we do there to empower women in Opa Locka. I just formed a student council with students that are from a virtual high school. And these are students that couldn't last very good in a traditional setting. So they come 4 hours in the morning, some 4 hours in the afternoon. If I were going to advise someone in going into this, don't go in it as a politician. Go in it as a servant. If you don't have a servant's spirit or a servant's heart, you won't be able to make a difference to the people. Also, too, I would advise them to take a course in business. Take a course in business or something in political science. A lot of us, a lot of politicians, they're OJTs, on-the-job training. I guess it's like being a mother, on the job, learn as you go. But learn as you go also creates a lot of mistakes. And mistakes that you don't need to make because you can see it coming from your training. So I would advise them to do that. But one is to have a love for people. Always have a love for people because people have needs. And what they have done, Ms. Blondie, they have said to me, I've elected you to take care of my business while I'm at work. You take care of my flooding. You take care of my police. You take care of everything that I need. You make sure my garbage is picked up. That's the love for people. And that's what if they don't have that, then all you are is a politician.
Well, I want to thank you, Lady Mara, for your time. I really appreciate it. And again, congratulations on 89 years.
Thank you very much, very much. And I appreciate you taking the time to just interview me because you're interested in what goes on.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, definitely.
Thank you.
The Great FM.